Good morning, students of class 3. I hope all of you are happy and healthy. Students, today I'll be continuing with Unit 3 of your English grammar book. So, those of you who have the English grammar book, please turn to page number 10. And the name of our unit is Nouns, Number, and Gender. Students, in my last video, I had explained about nouns, number, how to form the plural form of singular nouns. Now, before I move on with the genders, I'll just revise the rules of formation of plurals. First of all, students, what is a noun? So, noun are the naming words. They are the names of all people, birds, animals, places, and things. All naming words are nouns. You need to keep in mind all naming words are noun. Then, students, singular and plural nouns. When a noun stands for one person, one place, one animal, or one thing, it is called a singular noun. Try to remember that the word single means one and singular is made from single, the word single. So you need to remember single means one. So singular noun stands for one thing, one animal, one place, or one person. While plural noun stands for more than one. A noun standing for many persons, places, animals, or things is called plural noun. सिंगुलर नाउन्स मीन्स बेटा कोई एक चीज, लेकिन प्लूरल जहां एक से ज्यादा हो. नाउ देयर आर सर्टेन रूल्स फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्लूरल. द फर्स्ट रूल I explained yesterday was most nouns add s. For making plural, most of the noun you just need to add a s at the end of the word so that the nouns become plural. You can see books, chairs, schools, teachers, windows, houses. These are all plural and you have just added one s at its end. So the first rule says most nouns add s. You need to remember this. Now, students, the second rule states that some nouns ending with s, double s, sh, ch, and x add es. Now, you need to remember this. All those words which end with s, double s, sh, ch, and x add es. But there are certain exceptions. English grammars have always got beta some exceptions. So, बट आपको याद रखना है कि जो भी वर्ड के लास्ट में एस हो, डबल एस हो, सी एच हो, एस एच हो या एक्स हो, तो वी नीड टू ऐड ई एस टू मेक इट प्लूरल. You can have a look over here. Last word is s, so we have added es. Double s, we have added es. sh, we have added es. Ch, we have added es. X, we have added es. X, we have added es. So you need to remember, for making plurals, you need to look at the word wherever there is at the end of the word, there is s or double s or ch or sh or x, you need to write es to make it plural. Then, students, rule number 3. Nouns ending in o and preceded by a consonant at es. All those words who have got o at its end but then preceded by a कॉन्सोनेंट. बेटा वो सारे वर्ड्स जिनके लास्ट में ओ हो, लेकिन ओ से ठीक पहले अगर कॉन्सोनेंट्स हो, 5 वॉवल्स ए ई आई ओ यू, वॉवल्स नहीं. आपको ये याद रखना है कि ओ ऑलरेडी वॉवल है और उस ओ से पहले अगर कोई कॉन्सोनेंट है तो वहां पे हमको क्या करना है, उसको प्लूरल बनाने के लिए उसके आगे हमको ई एस लगाना है. सो words ending with o but proceeding with consonant, and if you want to make that word plural, you need to add es for its plural form. So you can see Tomato, O is there preceded by T, so we have made tomatoes, add ES. Hero, O preceded by R, so we have add ES, heroes. Mosquito, O preceded by T, so we have add ES and made it mosquitoes. Mango, O is at the end, preceded by G, which again is a consonant, so we have added ES. This was the third rule. Now let's move on to the fourth rule. Some nouns ending in F or FE adds VS. Now students, this rule says all those words in the end where F or FE is there, you need to remove that F or FE and add VES. Just look at this. FE, we have removed the FE and add VES. FE again, remove that FE and add VES. F at the end, remove that F and add VES. Thief, F it's at its end, remove that F and add VS. So life will become lives, knife will become knives, leaf will become leaves, thieves will become thieves. Because all these words, when the singular noun had F or FE at its end, you need to keep in mind that you have to remove that F or FE and replace that F or FE with VES. This was the fourth rule. Now, the fifth rule. Fifth rule states, consonant plus Y removes Y and it's IES. All those words, students, wherever in the word, singular word, there is Y at the end, but then preceded by a consonant. Now look at the word baby. Baby में बेटा लास्ट में Y है. Y से ठीक पहले B है जो कॉन्सोनेंट है. तो आपको याद रखना है जो सारे सिंगुलर वर्ड्स जिनके लास्ट में Y है लेकिन Y से ठीक पहले प्रिसीडेड बाय कोई कॉन्सोनेंट है तो वहां आपको Y हटा के क्या लगाना है? IES. ये याद रखना है. Y से पहले अगर कॉन्सोनेंट होगा सिंगुलर नाउन में तो हमको Y हटा के बेटा IES लगाना है. बेबी आप Y हटाएंगे और IES लगाएंगे, बेबीज हो जाएगा. आर्मी में अगेन यू नीड टू रिमूव द Y बिकॉज उसके पहले M है, दैट इज अगेन अ कॉन्सोनेंट. तो आप Y हटा के क्या लगा देंगे? IES, आर्मीज हो जाएगा. चेरी अगेन Y at the end but preceded by R which again is consonant, so you need to remove the Y and add IS to make it plural cherries. Now same is the case with city, at the end Y but then preceded by T which is again a consonant, so you need to remove that Y and add IES. Fairy, you need to remove that Y because preceded by R and then add IES, so it will become fairies. Story, you need to remove that Y and add IES. So this was rule number 5. Now let's move on to rule number 6. Now rule number 6 says where there is a vowel plus Y at the end of the word. अभी हमने पढ़ा था कि consonant और Y होगा तो Y हट जाएगा. लेकिन अगर vowel plus Y लास्ट में होगा तब आपको Y नहीं हटाना है, आपको खाली उसमें S लगाना है. अभी आप यहाँ देखिए एग्जाम्पल्स में टॉय में Y है, Y से पहले O है जो कि एक वाल है. तो जहां पे भी वॉवल है Y से पहले वहां पे आपको Y को नहीं हटाना है, सिंपली आपको एड S को करना है. सो रिमेंबर जहां भी लास्ट में Y हो, अगर वॉवल है Y से पहले तो आपको Y को नहीं हटाना है, आपको प्लूरल बनाने के लिए क्या लगाना होगा बेटा? S. So toy will become toys, boy will become boys, donkey will become donkeys, story will become stories. Now the seventh rule says some words change vowels also, like MAN, men is singular. When we want to make plural, we need to remove the A and add E in the center. Then child, if you want to make plural, we need to add REN at its ends to make it children. Ox, we need to add EN to make it oxen. Foot, can you see the double O in the center? You need to remove the double O and replace the double O with double E. So foot will become feet. Louse, the spelling will change. Louse will become lies. Mouse will become mice. So students, if you know the rules, you'll never make a mistake. So you need to learn these rules. Exercise 1 we had done yesterday. Please complete exercise 1 in your notebooks. Exercise 2 also we had done yesterday. Now I will be starting with exercise 3. Yes, students. In the third exercise, you need to choose the correct option and fill in the blanks. Now, Pintu bought 2 dozen dash. One dash was broken. Now, there are two words given in the bracket, egg and eggs. Now, remember, egg is singular while eggs are plural. Now, in the first part of the sentence, it is written Pintu bought 2 dozen. A dozen means 12. Dozen means 12. So, 2 dozen means 12 to the 24. 24 eggs. So, you need to write eggs in the first blank. Pintu bought 2 dozen eggs. Now, one dash was broken. Now, one is there, so you need to take egg and write egg in the second blank. First blank, eggs, because more than one. Second blank, one. So, we'll write only egg. So, Pintu bought 2 dozen eggs. One egg was broken. Now, students, let's do the second one. There are 7 dash in a dash. Now 7 more than 1. So we'll write days. There are 7 days in a. A is there. So we'll write week because a and n, they are used with singular things. So you remember, there are 7 days in a week. Now the third one. Arrange all the dash on the shelf. All means more than one. So we will be writing books. Arrange all the books on the shelf. Second part of the sentence, give me one. One is there, singular. So we need to write book for reading. All means more than one. So arrange all the books on the shelf. Give me one book for reading. One stands for singular. So you need to write the word without S, ES, IES and so on. Now, fourth, many dash are participating in this summit. Now, many stands for more than one. So, which one will come, students? Countries. Many countries are participating in this summit. Now, fifth, please give me a. Just look at this word. A is there. A. A stands for singular. So, a glass of water. Fine. Now, sixth, the dash is smiling sweetly. Now, you need to remember is used. Is used with singular noun. So, the baby. The baby is smiling sweetly. Now, 7. The dash were running away. Students, in the 7th, you need to look at the word were. Were is always used with plurals. It is the past form of are. So, are and were, they always are used with, helping verbs are used with plural nouns. So, we will be writing thieves. The thieves were running away. 8th, dash spread diseases. Now, one cannot spread, so more. So, mosquitoes. You need to write mosquitoes spread diseases. So, students, hope nouns, the number, that singular and plurals are clear to you. Now, students, will be starting with the gender. Masculine and feminine gender. Now, students, in your class, there are some boys and there are some girls. Now, boys are different from girls and girls are different from boys. Everyone knows this. Now, for all the boys, we use masculine gender, and for all the girls, we use feminine genders. For boys, men, we use masculine gender, and for females, girls, we use feminine gender. Students, you know that nouns used for males are of masculine gender. बेटा वो सारे nouns जो men के लिए boy के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं, for example father, king, man, dog, uncle, priest, monk, तो ये सारे मेल्स के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं क्योंकि ये मेल. It can be human beings, it can be animals, it can be even birds. Some birds also have male and that female. Like peacock is the masculine gender. It stands for a male peacock. And peahen is for feminine. It stands for a female peacock. So beta, जो सारे nouns males के लिए use किए जाते हैं, we call them masculine gender. And all those nouns which are used for female, they are known as feminine gender. Like queen, woman, then aunt, mother, peahen, grandmother, nun, sister, तो niece, these are all used for feminine gender. जो females के लिए use होते हैं तो इनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? feminine gender. जो बेटा boys और males और men के लिए यूज होते हैं वो सारे masculine gender, and जो female के लिए यूज होते हैं वो सारे feminine gender. Hope gender is clear to you. For boys and males we use masculine gender. आप ऐसे male masculine try to remember like this: M is for males, M is for masculine, F is for females, female means feminine gender. M और F आप ऐसे इसको याद करिए. Masculine M means males, feminine F means female. Now students, we will look at the table. Now students, those of you who have got books, please write on page number 14, learn. You need to learn this table. Unless, look, it is also written in the book, but I have written bold letters that you should learn this. Now we need to learn what are the different types of masculine and feminine genders. Now, student, the first our first masculine gender over here is actor. Everyone knows actor, and the feminine gender of actor is actress. Now you need to see the change in spelling also. Pronunciation is also different and spelling is also different. So actor is ACTOR and it will become actress in feminine gender. The second one is boy. Boy is, the feminine gender of boy is girl. Boy becomes girl. Third is duke. The feminine gender of duke is duchess. Duke's feminine gender is duchess. Father, mother. The feminine gender of father is mother. Gentleman. The feminine gender of gentleman is lady. Gentleman, lady. You need to remember, because when question will come, write the feminine gender of gentleman, then you need to remember that the feminine gender of gentleman is lady. And it can also come, write the masculine gender of lady. So you need to write gentleman. So you need to remember both. You need to remember them in pairs. Gentleman, lady. Lady, gentleman. Then God. Students, I would like to tell you something important about the word God, that G of God is never small. So please make the G of God capital, and G of God is also capital. I have told you in earlier videos also that G of God we never write with small g. We always use capital letter G for the word God and goddess. Just keep in mind, you need to keep in mind that G of God will always be capital. G of goddess will always be capital. So, God is the masculine gender and the feminine gender of goddess, goddess. Now, next one is grandfather. The feminine gender of grandfather is grandmother. Then groom, feminine gender of groom is bride. Some people also call it bridegroom. Groom, generally some people also use the word bridegroom because he is the groom of the bride. So groom and bridegroom both are same words. Don't get confused. Groom, the one, the boy who's getting married. He is dressed up, looks nice and handsome, and the bride also looks very beautiful in lehenga with all ornaments and jewelry on her body, beautiful lehenga. So bride. So groom, feminine gender is bride. Next word is hero. The feminine gender of hero is heroine. You watch so many movies, you watch so many heroes, and all the heroes sing and dance with their heroine. Now, next masculine gender is bull, and the feminine gender of bull is cow. Bull, cow, cow, bull. Then next gender, masculine gender is cock. The feminine gender of cock is hen. Cock, hen, hen, cock. Children, you can also use the word rooster. Rooster. Rooster, hen, or cock, hen. Synonym of cock is rooster also. You need to keep this in mind. Then drake, that's male duck is called drake and the female is called duck. Then fox, vixen. Fox, vixen. Male is fox, female is vixen. Then gander, it's a bird and the female of gander is goose. Gander is the masculine gender, goose is the feminine gender. And the plural, don't get confused. The plural of goose is geese. At time, children get confused between gander, goose, and geese. So just remember, gander is the male gender, and goose is the female gender, and geese is the plural form. जब बेटा बहुत सारी गूज होंगी तो उनको हम geese बोलेंगे. A flock of geese. You need to keep these things in mind. Now, the next column, husband, wife. The feminine gender of husband is wife. Wife, husband. Next is king, queen. King, queen. The masculine gender of queen is king and the feminine gender of king is queen. Now comes landlord and landlady. Now many of you don't know the meaning of landlord. Many of you stay in rented houses. आप किसी घर में किराए पे रहते हैं, किराए पे घर लेके रहते हैं, तो जो उस घर का ओनर होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं लैंडलॉर्ड. दैट मीन्स ही इज द लॉर्ड ऑफ दैट piece of land in which he is constructed the house. तो बेटा लैंडलॉर्ड क्या होता है? वो जिसका मकान होता है, एंड जो उसके जो किराएदार होते हैं उनको हम टेनेंट्स बोलते हैं. सो लैंडलॉर्ड इज द ओनर ऑफ द हाउस. एंड अगर उस लैंडलॉर्ड दैट इज यूज फॉर मैस्कुलिन जेंडर, बट अगर कोई लेडी है हु इज द ओनर ऑफ द हाउस, तो उसके लिए हम क्या यूज करेंगे? लैंड लेडी. लैंड लॉर्ड, land lady. Land is common, but then lord and lady are changing in the gender. So you need to remind landlord, the one who owns the house, landlady, the feminine gender of landlord. You keep like this in your mind. So landlord's feminine gender is landlady. Then comes the word men. The feminine gender of men is woman. Feminine gender of men is woman. Then comes monk. Now this word is again new for you. I believe children, all of you have been to Sarnath. सारनाथ में आपको बहुत सारे बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क्स दिखेंगे. वो ऑरेंज रंग के कपड़े पहनते हैं और दे आर क्लीन शेप्ड. उनका दे आर बॉल्ड. उनके हेयर पे सिर पे हेयर नहीं होते हैं. आपने सारनाथ में बहुत सारे मॉन्क, बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क देखे होंगे. तो उनको जो बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क जो ऑरेंज कलर के कपड़े पहनते हैं, सैफ्रॉन कलर के, एंड जो प्रीस्ट होते हैं, दे मैक्सिमम टाइम वो पूरा समय पूजा वगैरह करते हैं, उनको हम इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? मॉन्क. और मॉन्क की फेमिनिन जेंडर क्या होता है? नन. सारनाथ में आपने वो मॉन्क के संग कुछ लेडीज को भी देखा होगा, वो भी वैसे ही सैफ्रॉन ऑरेंज टाइप कलर के कपड़े पहनते हैं. लेडीज होती है, उनको हम नन बोलते हैं. ठीक है? सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर that the feminine gender of monk is nun. Now the meaning is also clear. Whenever the word monk comes to your mind, just remember Sarnath. The meaning will be clear. All those people who are there in Sarnath wearing those saffron colored clothes and are bald headed, they are all known as monks. Now, next word is nephew. Nephew's feminine gender is niece, and students, NIEC is pronounced as niece. I have heard many children pronouncing it as nice. No, beta, it is not nice, it is niece. The nephew, and now who's a nephew? आपके अंकल का बेटा, आपकी आंट का बेटा, आपके बुआ का बेटा, चाचा का बेटा, बेटी, ये आपके, जो अगर बेटा आपका फर्स्ट कजिन है तो वो आपका, आपके पापा का क्या लगेगा? नेफ्यू लगेगा। आपके पापा के भाई का बच्चा, उनका क्या लगेगा? नेफ्यू। और अगर बच्ची है तो वो क्या लगेगी? नीस, है ना? आप आपके मामा के क्या लगोगे? अगर आप बॉय हो तो नेफ्यू और गर्ल हो तो नीस। आप आपके मामा के, चाचा के नेफ्यू या नीस हो। गॉट द पॉइंट? दैट मीन्स चाइल्ड ऑफ ब्रदर और सिस्टर. So, nephew, the feminine gender of nephew is niece. Then prince, everyone knows, son of a king, and princess, daughter of a king. So, the feminine gender of prince is princess. Sir, madam. You have got so many sirs to teach you, so many madams to teach you. So, the feminine gender of sir is madam. When a lady teaches you, she becomes madam, and when a man teaches you, he becomes your sir. Uncle, everyone is familiar with the word uncle, and the feminine gender of uncle is aunt. Now, next word is horse. Everyone knows horse, and the feminine gender of horse is maid. The feminine gender of horse is maid. Then comes lion. Then comes the animal lion, king of the jungle. So, the feminine gender of lion is lioness. The feminine gender of lion is lioness. Then comes peacock. The feminine gender of peacock is peahen. P are common, and cock and hen. If you remember cock and hen, then you'll remember peacock and peahen. So, peacock, peahen. Peacock, peahen. Stag. Stag is the male deer. Stag, and the female deer is also called hind. Fine. And then, but stag has got those big antlers on his head. Then comes the tiger, and the feminine gender of tiger is tigress. Tiger, tigress. But remember, students, I often see you committing mistakes while writing the spelling of tigress. In the spelling of tigress, students, have a look over here. In the spelling of tigress, just remember that E comes first. In the spelling of tigress, Tigre. And what you all do is, you just add ESS after R. No, that is wrong. You need to remember that when we write the spelling of tigress, after G, R will come first, and after R, E and double S. R will be followed by ESS. So you all tend to make the spelling mistake when writing the word tigress. आपको याद रखना है कि टाइगर की स्पेलिंग में, टाइग्रेस की स्पेलिंग में आप टाइगर लिख के उसमें ESS नहीं ऐड करेंगे, आप TIGRESS होता है. तो प्लीज लर्न द स्पेलिंग ऑफ टाइग्रेस. Now, students, we'll be doing the exercises based on the genders. Now, we need to complete the pair. First one is drake, duck. The feminine gender of drake is duck. Okay, next, second, the masculine gender of duchess is duke. The masculine gender of duchess is duke. Third, the feminine gender of actor is actress. Again, remember the spelling of actress, same as tiger. जैसे उसमें भी आपको आर पहले यहाँ पे हैव अ लुक, RESS, ये ध्यान रखिए. आप लोग बहुत एक्टर लिख के उसमें ESS जोड़ देते. That is wrong. So you need to learn the spelling. So actor, actress. Now, fourth word is God. So, feminine gender of God is goddess. And remember, children, God's G will always be capital, goddess G will always be capital. Now, fifth, heroine. The masculine gender of heroine is hero. The masculine gender of heroine is hero. Sixth is fox, vixen. The feminine gender of fox is vixen. Seven, the masculine gender of hind is stag. The masculine gender of hind is stag. Eight, the masculine gender of lady is gentleman. Then the feminine gender of monk is nun. The feminine gender of monk is nun. 10. The masculine gender is nephew and the feminine gender of nephew is niece. The feminine gender of nephew is niece. 11th, the masculine gender of tigress is tiger. The masculine gender of tigress is tiger. 12th, the masculine gender of bride is groom. The masculine gender of bride is groom. Now, students, this is an interesting exercise. In this exercise, a word is given in the bracket after each sentence, and we need to change the gender of that word. Now, let's start with the first one. Fill in the blanks with the opposite gender of the given words. First, the dash was looking awesome. Now, which word is written over here? Groom. So, the opposite gender of groom is bride. Bride. So, we have to write the opposite gender in the blank. So, if you remember the pairs, you will be able to do this exercise easily. So, please learn the table of masculine and feminine given on page number 14. Second, they congratulated my dash on his success. Now the word niece is given, so we need to write the opposite gender of niece, that is nephew. So they congratulated my nephew on his success. Third, my dash grandfather. So change the gender of grandfather, it will become grandmother. Was worshipping dash Durga. The word God is given, so we need to write Goddess Durga. My grandmother was worshipping Goddess Durga. Now, students, let's come to the fourth sentence. The dash welcome the prince. Now, the word duke is given, so we need to write the opposite gender of duke, that is duchess. The duchess welcome the prince. Opposite gender is princess. The duchess welcome the princess. Fifth, there are dash and dash in a swamp. Now, students, have a close look. Horses is written, but horses is written in plural form. So when we change the gender, we need to make the gender also, opposite gender also plural. So that is the reason I have written mares. There are mares. Can you see the S in mares? Because if the gender is in plural form, you need to change the other gender also. You need to make it plural. So there are mares and cows in a swamp. So horses feminine gender will be males and cows masculine gender will be oxen. We cannot write ox because ox stands for singular noun, because the word cow is written here. So we need to make the gender also plural. Change the gender and then make it plural. So cows will become oxen. So you need to remember, if the word is singular, you need to change it in singular form. If the word is plural, you need to change it in plural form. So there are mares and oxen in his farm. Now sixth, his husband, change the gender of husband, wife. His wife is an, the feminine gender of actor is actress. His wife is an actress. Now seven, the dash killed a dash. Now the first blank is tigress. You need to change the gender. So tigress masculine gender is tiger. The tiger killed a, the masculine gender of hind is stag. The tiger killed a stag. 8. The gander laid a golden egg. Now a male cannot lay an egg, so the feminine gender of gander will be goose. The goose laid a golden egg. Now, students, From this grid, you need to find 14 words and write the words in the space given below, and then you need to write F for feminine gender and M for masculine gender. Now students, Duchess, you can see it is given over here. Can you see Duchess over here? The word Duchess is there. So Duchess, it stands for feminine gender. You have to write F. But students, this is more or less like a game. So I want you to do this exercise on your own. You try to find the words from this grid and then write the words in the space provided, and then in front of the word write F for feminine gender and M for masculine gender. And if you learn the pairs, it will be easier for you to solve. So please try to do this exercise on your own. So students, Unit 3, I hope is clear to you. Please complete all the exercises of Unit 3 of your English grammar book. Students, do all the exercises in the book itself.